What's up guys, Jake the Turtles here, back at it again with another Pokemon Go PvP video, and in today's video we're going to be doing a recap of my second Jungle Cup tournament of the month. It is through the PoGo Points Discord. There's a link to it below, and there's a link to the Discord below, and it's going to be the Cloth Guard Jungle Cup. So in match 1 we've got Steve Dose. I am the number 3 pairing, I believe, and he's going to be leading with Vigoroth. I lead Venusaur. Very good situation for me. He's going to stay in this matchup a little bit too long. I am going to get a ton of energy here built up, and then he's going to bring in his Noctowl. So I'm going to go for the neutral matchup, and I make a mistake here. I shouldn't go for this neutral, but I think it's fine. Obviously, we're going to go for the Sky Attacks here. I'm going to choose to use the Sky Attack, and he's going to shield, so I'm thinking that's very good for me, because if he wastes his shields, then he leaves an unshielded Vig in the back. So I'm going to choose to not shield this, because I know that I have my Vigoroth, and I think I can get to the Sky Attack to either force a shield or almost take out this Noctowl, take it down to really low health. So he goes double shield on Noctowl, which is very strange. So I'm going to bring in this Vigoroth that's going to eat this Noctowl up. And I've got 2 shields for my Vig. I'm going to choose to double shield my Vig, so I can take out anything in the back, which is going to be Vigoroth. And he's going to bring in his Vigoroth, so I'm going to choose to not shield this one and then switch into my Venusaur. He gave up switch advantage, so I'm going to take out this Vigoroth with these Frenzy Plants. Frenzy Plant's going to smack it, and then he's going to have a Pokemon coming back in here, and it's going to be his Noctowl, but I've got a Sludge Bomb ready, and I'm trying to go for Frenzy Plant, so I'm going to use this shield here because I know that he has no shields, and I'm going to go for a Frenzy Plant because I know that's going to KO from this range of his health. It almost doesn't, really bad, but no matter what he brings in right here, I've got a ton of charged energy, and he's going to bring in Lantern, so that was what I was expecting, and I've got a Frenzy Plant ready to go, and that's almost going to KO, and then I'm going to be able to get to another Frenzy Plant, but it's not going to matter because I'm going to KO him on Vine Whip, so GG's. Moving into match number 2 against Steve Dose. Sorry I didn't post the teams, guys. You're going to see that I didn't post any of the teams for this. I didn't screenshot them because I'm an idiot. I'm a bad YouTuber sometimes. I was nervous. So here we go. We got Noctowl versus Vigoroth. It's a bad situation, so I'm going to switch out. We switch out at the same time. He switches into Graveler. I switch into Venusaur. He should have stuck that. I messaged him after and said, you should stick that lead because you win every single shielding scenario against Noctowl unless I have a really high attack and I go through the break point. But I don't. My Noctowl sucks. So I'm going to not shield here. I'm going to farm it up, and then I'm going to hopefully burn his Graveler real quick. So he's got nothing to counter my Noctowl. I've got 2 shields, and I've still got the Venusaur, but now Venusaur's dead, so I'm going to make a decision here. I'm like, okay, I need Vig to counter Vig, so I'm going to bring in Noctowl to counter this Fortress. I'm going to charge up a ton of energy, and I've got 2 shields, so I'm thinking that I'm going to double shield Vig, which won't be a problem. I don't have to shield anything here. He's going to bring in Vigoroth, and I'm going to try to switch, and I can't. So I'm going to choose not to shield here and then switch into Vigoroth to go for the neutral so he can waste his energy. And then I'm going to piggyback right here off of him, and I'm going to use my Body Slam. Body Slam is going to be doing a ton of damage here because he has 1 shield left, but he's going to save it for the back on Fortress. I think he should have shielded his Vig there, but he knows that I have 1 shield as well. So I'm going to choose the shield here because I've got that Sky Attack ready in the back. I'm going to use the Body Slam here. I'm going to spam it up because I think I can KO this Fortress before Noctowl even has to come out. And I'm going to have enough energy to get to a Body Slam, but he's going to die before I can even get it off, so GG's. So let's move into match number 1 of round number 2 against Odin's Messenger. Sick name I've liked since we got in the Pogo Points Discord. And I didn't post his lineup, but he's got a Lantern, so that means that Venusaur is automatically going to be in the lineup. And a lot of people tend to lead Lantern, so I'm choosing to lead my Venusaur. And I'm comfortable switch locking my Vigoroth. So switch in Vigoroth, or switch in Noctowl. Worst case scenario with the Venusaur lead, I'd have to switch in Vigoroth and get switch locked and waste 2 shields. So we bring in Noctowl, and the goal for this scenario is to waste no shields and hopefully take 1 shield from him. Because Vigoroth would be able to tank most of Fortress's moves and counter it down, but the Body Slams aren't going to do that much damage, and Bulldoze is good, but I didn't put it on because I'm cheap, and you don't really need it. So I'm going to charge up some extra energy to see if I can get to another Sky Attack for the next Pokemon if he doesn't shield. And you're going to see that I was close, but no cigar. Lantern comes back in. I'm going to bring in Venusaur with all that charged energy. He hasn't wasted any shield, so he's not in bad shape. But I'm going to have 2 Frenzy Plants ready to go. So he's automatically going to be GG'd here because I've got the 2 Frenzy Plants. He's going to waste both shields. He's probably going for a Hydro Pump here, so I'm going to shield up because I know that I can get another Frenzy Plant before he can get to anything else. So I get to the Frenzy Plant, and it was Thunderbolt, so it's not that bad. Good shield waste, and I'm thinking Vigoroth's coming out. So Victory Bell comes out, which is pretty decent. It's a bad situation for me in the back with Vig, but if I get to a Sludge Bomb, I know it's basically GG's, and I know this is going to wipe it out. So it's not really going to matter. I'm going to switch in Vig as kind of like a sacrifice because I thought he was going to use his move, but it didn't really matter. Really didn't have to do that. Quick switch at the end there, but I'm going to be able to counter it to death. So GG's in that first match. So let's move into match number 2, and I obviously won the mind game in the first round, and he's going to probably run something that's a hard counter to my Venusaur. So he runs Fortress, so I'm going to lead Noctowl. So I'm in a perfect situation. I don't have to shield any of these. Even if he had Rock Tube, I'd probably only have to shield once. I can get to my Sky Attack very fast, and I'm going to be able to basically take down this Fortress without wasting any shields. I'm probably going to shield the next thing that comes in, maybe the next Heavy Slam, if he shields, because I do want to keep this Noctowl alive, because I'm thinking that Victory Bell's in the back. So we will see what I do if he shields here. I think I can get to a Sky Attack though. So I have a lot of health and I have a lot of energy, so I'm gonna shield. Very well played. So what I'm gonna do is fast move it down. I'm gonna aggro farm here a little bit and then get like 1.5 Sky Attacks ready so that whatever comes in can't kill me. But he also can't get to another charge move and kill me. So it's gonna be Lantern, and I'm gonna fire off a Sky Attack to chip away at this Lantern here. And it's going to get a little bit of damage off, and I know that I have Venusaur to hard counter it, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be in switch advantage here. He's going to have to switch in, and I'm going to be able to counter him, so it's very good for me. And I'm going to Frenzy Plant him, so he's got no shields left, and I'm going to choose not to shield this, so nothing's really going to hurt me that bad. Hydro Pump hurts, but I'll be fine. I'm going to be able to get to a Frenzy Plant here before he can get to a Thunderbolt, obviously, because Water Gun takes a while to charge up. And then I'm going to see this Victory Bell come out, and I'm like, okay, it's bad, but not that bad, because Vigoroth is very spammy, and Victory Bell is very squishy to these Body Slams. You guys can see if you have a Victory Bell, watch out for Body Slams in the back with shields down, because it takes off about 45% of your health. And obviously when you have a shield, you're good, because Leaf Blade's going to hurt, but one shield, Vig is basically GG's, and I'm going to be able to get the Body Slam off before he can get to another charge move and take a GG in match number 2 of round number 2 against Odin's Messenger. So we're going to hop into match number 1 of round number 3. This is the semifinals against Natu1. Natu, if I'm saying it incorrectly, please correct me in our Discord, but I'm going to be leading the Venusaur, and I'm going to be charging up for this Frenzy Plant, and he is going to get the charge move, and then he's going to pull off a pro strategy. He's going to switch right into Vespiquen, so it's a very good switch. It's a very good player, guys, and I'm going to switch into my Noctowl. So this is going to be a scenario where I'm going to want to shield at least once because those power gems are going to hurt. I am going to use the Sky Attack. He is going to shield up, and then he's got no shields left. I don't know why he shielded that Frenzy Plant with his Vespiquen. I knew that I could basically take the game if I do that. And then at this point, I realized that he has no power gem because he used Excessor twice. So I'm going to go for Sky Attack here. I'm not going to shield anything with this Noctowl. He's going to bring in Vigoroth. I'm going to have a ton of energy charged up. I'm going to choose to shield once here because I know that I have energy charged up and I want to get that off against this Vig because I know Sky Attack is going to take out about 35 to 40% of his health, and it is going to take out that. And I'm going to try to charge up here, and then I'm going to switch out into Vigoroth so that I can use a counter before he can get to another Body Slam, and he's going to bring in that Lantern that I knew was in the back. That's why I brought Venusaur. So I'm going to use these Body Slams here, and I know that in this scenario I can basically beat Lantern down with these Body Slams because anything it throws at me isn't going to be super effective. So these Body Slams are going to weigh it down, and I'm going to be able to get to 3, count it, 3 Body Slams before he can, I can almost get to 3 Body Slams, correction, almost get to 3 Body Slams before he can get to a Hydro Pump. So GG's in the first round, or first match, Natu. So guys, give me that same scenario. I led Venusaur first game, and I'm thinking that he's going to lead a hard counter to my Venusaur, so it's going to be Fortress, so I'm going to lead with Noctowl. You guys saw this before in the last match, in the last matchup. This mind game that I can play, sometimes good, sometimes bad, is really the biggest part of the game. Honestly, mind games, winning the mind game is probably the biggest thing for me, because obviously my play is going to be good no matter what. Unless I play like awful. So I'm not going to be able to get the switch off, which is going to be bad, but I'm going to be able to dump some energy into this Lantern and I still have an energy charged up. But like, if you win the mind game, you can basically set yourself up for an easy victory because, you know, good players can recover from a bad lead, but it's really hard to recover from a bad lead, guys. You got to play everything perfectly. So I've got the good lead. You know, I'm going to wear this lantern down. I'm going to go for the charge move because I know I can kill it or draw that last shield, and I'm going to get the last shield. So it's going to be an easy victory for me here because I know that Vig can take down lantern. I don't have to shield here, but I'm going to because I'm thinking that he's going to have something like Vigoroth in the back, and I'm assuming that Fortress is going to come out here. So I'm going to be spamming that Sludge Bomb, but he waits out the switch clock a little bit too long here. So I'm going to try to switch. Heavy Slam is not going to kill here, but Earthquake will. So that kind of sucks, but Noctow's charged up and ready to go. He's going to switch into Vespiquen, and it's basically going to be a GG because I know that he does not have that Power Gem. But I also have no shields, and I'm going to sacrificial swap my Vigoroth in here just in case the Power Gem does come out, but it does not. Next scissor comes out, so I'm going to take the swift victory here. I'm going to be spamming for these body slams, spamming these counters for the body slams. I'm going to have the body slam ready for the Fortress that's going to come in, and I'm going to take a GG in round number 3 after a body slam and some counters against Natu, so I'm looking forward to the championship. So guys, we're going to get a little special something here for the next match. It's going to be against Rocha Babyface. He's number 50 in the world. The highest ranked player I've played since Ace Leader Sky at the Open Qualifier. So he has Wigglytuff, Venomoth, Lantern, Vigoroth on his team. That's his core that I'm thinking I'm going to have to stop. So I'm going to be leading with Fortress, running Venusaur, and running Golem for a hard counter against the Noctowl that he's running. So lead Fortress here, expecting a Wigglytuff. I know I've positive matchups against most of his team with Fortress. It's a pretty safe lead, and if I use an Earthquake and he doesn't shield, I'm going to kill him. So I'm going to overcharge a ton of energy and expect that Vigoroth is going to come in, and the Noctowl is going to come in when I switch in my Venusaur, and he is going to make a misclick here, guys. So I'm going to charge up a ton of energy, go for the Frenzy Plan. He's going to piggyback me, use a Body Slam here. I'm going to choose to shield because I need to keep this Venusaur nice and healthy. So I am going to be able to get to the Frenzy Plan here against his Vigoroth, and I know that he has Venomoth in the back, and I'm assuming Venomoth's going to come out. And here comes Venomoth, ready to Confusion me. Confusion is going to be doing that super effective damage because of the poison typing. So I'm going to be going for charge moves here, but it wouldn't let me get it off. I was trying to overcharge, but I've got a hard counter to this Venomoth with this Golem, and it's not a bad thing. He's going to bring in his Lantern, I'm assuming, and I'm going to switch into my Fortress, and I don't know why he's Heavy Slam there. I think it was a shield bait. If I use Earthquake, I definitely win this match. Heavy Slam's going to take it down a good bit, but if I just used Earthquake there, I think I would have got him, but he didn't shield. And I don't know why I didn't do that, but it's fine, you know? So I think he basically got away with one here with a misclick and everything, and I cannot get to my Rock Blast. Rock Blast would kill, but I played very poorly in this game, so GG's Rocha on that one. So going into match number 2, I'm going to be leading with Noctowl, expecting the Venomoth lead, and he leads with Lantern. So it's a very bad scenario for me, guys. I'm in a bad lead scenario once again. And then I'm going to go for a Vigoroth here. Vigoroth is going to be smacking it with these counters. And I know that in most shield scenarios, I win with this Vig. If I shield once, I know I definitely win. So I'm going to choose to shield once. And it's Hydro Pump. So if I don't shield there, I definitely lose. He's going to bring in Venomoth, but he already wasted a shield, so I'm in a very good situation. Confusion's going to be doing a lot of damage just because of how strong of a move it is, but Body Slam is going to do a ton of damage too, so I've got 2 Body Slams ready. I know he's got a shield at least once, and he hasn't killed my Venusaur yet, guys. So, very good situation for me. If I get to this Body Slam, it's easy GG's, but we lag a ton, and I didn't want to restart because I knew that I could probably take this win without that. So, he is going to bring in a Pokemon here to counter this Noctowl. I'm assuming it's going to be that Lantern, so I'm going to overcharge here and go for a Sky Attack, spam on whatever comes in, and I'm actually going to go for a Nightshade because it's going to do a little bit more damage, so I think, just a little bit more. And then I'm going to switch into Venusaur right before he gets his charge move, and then I'm going to hope that something that doesn't hard counter me comes out, so it's going to be Vigoroth, and I'm going to overcharge energy here. Going to shield up because I know that I have to keep his Venusaur extra healthy for the Lantern just in case he has a Hydro Pump ready. So I'm going to use a Frenzy Plant, which should almost kill here, and then I'm going to be able to Vine Whip here and get to another Frenzy Plant. This Body Slam is going to do a ton of damage, but it's not going to kill, going to be in the red, and I'm going to get off the Frenzy Plant as he does not have a charge move. Ready to go. He was probably pretty close. Now I'm going to take a GG in game number 2 of the finals. So this is it, guys. I force a game 3, and it's going to be Fortress versus Metamoth, which is exactly what I was expecting, guys. So we have got the Fortress switch out here. We lagged the first time we played this, so he learned that the scenario that he was in was really bad, and he had to get Venomoth out of there early. So I'm going to bring in the Venusaur to counter this Vigoroth, and I'm going to choose to shield once and probably twice because I know Lantern is going to be in the back. So I'm not going to shield this one, probably going to shield the next one, and I'm hoping he does not double shield his Vig. So I'm going to go for a Frenzy Plant here, and I'm going to get mine off with a little under tap action. And he is going to obviously be at the health advantage here, but I think I'm good because I have my Vigoroth to counter this Vigoroth, and he just wasted all of energy, and he's got no shield. So I'm going to bring in Vigoroth to charge up energy off of this Vigoroth, and I'm going to choose to shield here. I was debating really bad. I was like, I need this shield for Vigoroth. Vigoroth needs to stay healthy. He lagged a little bit there. Only lost one counter. Don't think it would really matter. So I'm going to bring in, I'm going to use the Body Slam here on this Venomoth. And then I'm going to go for another Body Slam here because I know that shields are down. But I'm going to overcharge a little bit. And I'm going to hit the Body Slam and then switch into Fortress so he cannot use a charge move. And then I'm thinking that Lantern is in the back, guys. And I've got almost enough energy for a Earthquake. And I know that one Earthquake is not going to do it, but these Bug Bites will be able to do it, and I'm going to take a victory in the Clothgar Jungle Cup through the Pogo Points Discord. So, as you guys can see, I was the champion of the Clothgar Jungle Cup tournament, brought to you by the Pogo Points Discord, and if you want in this Discord, the link is below, and we are accepting new members, obviously, and we want more people to join this Discord, similar to Go Stadium. We want people to join, so we can have bigger tournament lobbies, and my tournament lobby is also accepting new people. We're trying to get up to like 30, so we would love for you to join. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot about the Jungle Cup, and I hope you win your Jungle Cup. Thank you.